So hey all, hope you are doing well. In today's video, we are going to discuss about the we have implemented more features over the File Explorer project. So let's see. In previous project, we are able to add new folder and new files using this plus icon and file icon. Now we have added two more options for user. One is for editing the file name, and secondly, we see in user one, you can user can delete old folder or a file if needed. And there is one option for a search. User can search also file and folders. So see, show you like here app.js is the file name. Let me change. Let's update the name of that app.js new. And if I click on enter, it will the file name is updated. And if you want, I want to delete it, just click on this button. The file is deleted. Same for the folder also. If we want to search for some folder like file or folder, I just type the name of package. It will highlight. Okay, so this is how I updated the some features over the file explorer. For the port implementation, let's move to the VS Code. Yeah. So as we saw on previous video, in the file explorer component, we have only two things to pass. One is the file is exactly explorer the whole data from this explorer data. Yeah, hold this data. And second thing is the handle insert function. Like if you user want to create new folder or file. Now what we need to do, we have implemented three more features. One is delete, second one is the rename, and third one is the search functionality over the file and folder. So what we need to do, let's move to the file explorer folder. Yeah, so we just accept uh, three props from the parent here: delete, rename, and turn. What it will do, we have basically created two new states. One is the renaming, which will be maintaining the renaming features, and second one is the what is the new name user exactly title to give that updated name for the file or folder. So what we have implemented, these all the we have added first two buttons. One is these two buttons, add and insert type is already there for adding a file and folder. What the new two things are, one is the edit, to edit the name of the file or folder. Second one is delete icon. It will be helpful for deleting the file or folder. So let's move first with the file. So first, once user click on this button, this state is running get enable, and it will become true. So once this button get true, what we have done on update, we have using this. Let's go to here. Let's search this. Yeah, remember this. Yeah. So on once this button is getting true, what we have done, we have exactly introduced that input field, text input field, to provide pre-fill with the name of pre-filled with the name, new name. Basically, what is the new name of that user is typing? So previous we in the new name, we need to pre-fill the older name from user. So what we have done here in the new name, so we've already pre-filled the previously old name of the file or folder. Okay, when it go to let's go to the here, and let me open you this one. Yeah. So from inside app.js, if I want to update this index.js, once I click on this, so index.js is pre-filled here. So this pre-filling is because of this this explorer.js is initialized set the initial value for a new name. Okay. So once user updated like index.js to updated .js. But once I type and click on enter, it will work like this. Uh, user start user click on this. This in the name is get true because of this in text input filling will be enabled for user. And on change of this, we have updating the new typed value by user in the set new name. And after this, user once click on enter, this function will call, and it will check whether the clicked button is e.target.value or not. If it's e.target.value, then it will call this method like handle rename. node. Okay, what it will do, it will exactly pass the explorer ID to this function and new name, updated name for the file or folder. And after this this function completed, we need to remove or hide that introduce input field for updating the name of file or folder. So this will false, that will disappear. Let's move to this handle rename mode function. What will we need to pass it from the parent. Let's move to the parent. uh, we are getting it from here parent. This function is described here. What it will do, basically, we have created this rename node inside this use traverse tree, like hook we created for updating the tree. It's a file explorer tree, basically data. So from the for rename, from after this, if we saw, the name is rename node. So inside the rename node, what we are doing is from the parent, like here we exactly pass the old structure of explorer, file explorer, and second is node id, exactly which node id, it's exactly which file or folder user want to update, and last one is the new updated name or name of file or folder. Okay, so these three data will be passed from the parent, so it will accept from here. Now again, if we, it just check if the tree id is matched with the past id from the parent. If still, that means the we need to update the old name, old tree name of the file or folder, which is provided by new name provided by the user, and just return. And if this is if id is not matched, then we need to move to the nested form, like inner data that moves through. Like first it check for here, if it's not matching with the with this id, we need to move in, if it's a folder type, and we need to move for the next, like item dot inside the item we need to check for other ids. Okay, so here inside app.js we need to go to the use traverse tree. We are here renaming. Okay, so on update updated value, what we are doing, for every time we just if this value is not true, like if not matching for the parent impose files. Yeah, so first it will try at the root level. If it's not matching, then it will try for the apply map over the items, and it will try every item present inside this these items. Okay, so let's move to the file explorer here. Okay, so it will be applied map, like look every item inside the items, and again call this method, like here we call this rename node recursively until we find that tree id with the first id from the parent. Okay? So once id gets matched, it will update the new name, newly provided updated name from the user. Okay, and at the end it will return the updated tree word tree with the updated item. Okay, so the updated item will be exactly the updated name, contain the updated name for the file or folder from the user. Okay, so let's move to the second thing. Now how this is how our uh, this is how our that that rename node will be return a final tree. Exactly, final tree is the basically contains the updated uh, contains the updated name of the file folder. It's just basically what we are doing. We are just setting this updated this state, basically set explorer updated this state with the new or new updated tree. Okay, so this is how our rename will work. Let's move to the how delete functionality will be work. So same here, like we are on click of this button delete, we have just called this delete node, and inside this we don't need to pass other things. So we directly pass the explorer id, like we have just passed exactly that id which is unique for all the nodes. And from here, handle delete from the parent, handle delete. If I move to the have declaration here, yeah. So again, we have passed from the parent exactly which node user want to delete. We just directly passed it, and first parameter is the exactly the update, the last updated explorer data. Okay, so we need to move to data row. deleted. If I move to reverse tree, this method delete node will be called from the parent, and it will pass. First one is the exact last updated tree, and second one is the node, exactly which node we need to delete. Here we apply a filter logic for if we need to remove that ID, that node ID, exactly that whole element from the tree, for which the item IDs get matched with the past ID from the parent. Okay. Until we not here we also again all this delete node in the recursive form until we not find that data, uh, or until we not able to found that ID same inside the tree. Okay, once we found, we just remove, like here we applied not equals to, then once we found the ID is not matched, we just ignore that whole element from the object or whole tree basically, and updated same here, updated filtered item like updated updated tree will be returned from the this deleted node, and same here once we get the updated uh, updated tree with the delete node, we get in the file tree, we just set update this set explorer. Okay. So now on the screen, once we click on delete, it will be, once I click on this delete icon, it will just remove this icon, this whole file folder. If I want to delete this src folder, I can delete whole folder together. Okay. So now the last thing is search. How this search functionality will work. Like if I try to find package will be highlighted. Root will be highlighted. Log. This is, we have created a separate component basically, and inside a search bar we just pass the exact term. Search term is basically in starting. Search term will be empty string, and once you just start typing, we just capturing that type what user values typed inside the field. We are just capturing that inside the search term. So if I go inside this, we just there is only one input field, and on here the value we search term, and origin we just updating the state for the search term. Now we pass this same search term inside this file explorer. If I move to this, so here is the search term. Okay. So now what we are doing now, first we need to find exactly all the name of the key, name of the file or folders from the key, from the tree, and we need to match exactly if whether these are getting matched or not. Let me refresh the screen. Let's here expand out. Okay, if I put I is present here. If I put R, so it will fall like R is present inside the root and R is present also inside this src. So it will capture both. If I put S will be S is present in these alls. Okay. If I put R, SR is only present inside this. So this will work. Search functionality will be work like this. So what it will do? First, it will try to make all the typed user what is typed. We need to make it if user is typed is with the some spaces, extra spaces at the ends of here if it needs a value, so we need to trim it out, and there is we need to make it to lower, so comparison will be easy. So once normalized, just search will be ready for us without any spaces, and all characters will be in lower. What we have to do, we first check if normalized length is greater than 0, because which we need to start filtering or searching out only when user types something, not with the spaces. Okay. So with this explorer.name if it's include at the parent level, like explorer, if any word is get including this normalized search, then we need to highlight this that we need to have the like highlight this code text. So what we have done, like we have typed on the screen SR will be captured inside the src, so this match will be true for this match get true for that src. So here we applied if match is get true, so this background will be applied, otherwise no background color will be applied. You can do according to your own requirement, and we have used this highlight in styling here. The name of the file explorer, we just applied a highlight styling here. If the matched is found, this match is found, then the only background, this gray background and orange background is applied. Otherwise, no background will be applied. At this, so this is how we have implemented the delete, update, add file, add folder, and rename the file and search functionality over the file explorer. So I hope it will be helpful for you. Thanks for watching it here.